What's going on, YouTube and Facebook? Welcome to Junior and the Big Dog, your favorite father and son duo covering Miami Hurricanes football and sports. As always, we are here from an absence last week. Sorry, weren't able to do a live last week, but we're here at our time slot, 7 p.m. every single Wednesday. If you guys are watching us on Facebook, give us a like, a thumbs up, like our page if you can. And if you're watching us, if you're new on YouTube, subscribe, hit that bell so you get notified anytime me and a big dog go live, man. It's the place to be, man. It's the place to be for the best content when it comes to the Miami Hurricanes and sports in general when we get to sports, but always it's about the U, baby. So what's up, big dog?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm doubling up because I just had a meeting with the special needs parent group with the district and all stuff. And it literally just ended right before we signed on the air. So I have to shift my brain to football and talking Canes. And that's a pretty easy shift for me to do.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
A lot of good news, baby. A lot of good news since the last time we were talking.
Yeah, a lot of good news. Lot of things. A lot of things have been going on.
Well, that's also true.
Yeah, no, but I mean, in terms of like, Miami Hurricanes and yeah, once again, the transfer portal, many strikes on this transfer portal once again.
Amazing.
I'm sure a lot of that credit goes, obviously to it's hard to imagine him making that move if De'Aaron King doesn't make that move. So I'm sure De'Aaron King was in his ear,
right?
But we got Jared Williams. Okay?
Yeah,
we're not going to be talking about Jared no more.
Right.
Even though update on Jared, I don't know if you knew Big Dog, but it looks like it's going to be Western Kentucky for Jared.
Western Kentucky.
Yeah, last time I checked, last time I read, that's what it was. So
first off, I want to say, well, we have to. I always do a little bit of a roll call, and just talking about our who's joining us. First off, thank all of you for joining us.
Yeah.
But I wanted to sit there and Strange Clouds, Baby Shaq, Electric Kane, Jacob, John Shields, Anthony, Taz, Keen Wood, Captain Trips. Thank you, Captain Trips. He's always with us. Origin Greenblood.
I'm digging that new avatar. OG, I'm thinking that new avatar.
Cohen, this is just for you, Cohen. It's all about the you.
Yes, sir.
Mr. HD, Lenoris, Eddie the Kid. I mentioned everybody. If I did miss you, my apologies.
Anthony, I saw your question. We're gonna get to that.
Pratt,
we're gonna get to that first. Eddie
Bergie,
the King, George
912.
Hey man, I gotta say, man, a big shout out, man, to Captain Trips and to George, man. I mean, they're always in here, always supporting us, man. Always taking time out of their day. They're Gators, man. They're Gators, and they take time out of their day to get on here with me and the big dog to support us, man. So a shout out to you guys, man. I know, I don't think that's something I would be able to do, honestly. if there was if Trips or George, if you guys make your own YouTube, I'll jump in. I will make the exception, but I don't think I could personally go on a Florida Gator YouTube channel.
We just appreciate your support,
and not obviously. I'm singing it now, Captain Trips and George, because they're Gator fans, but everybody, man, that supports us.
I found out. I think my wife's uncle actually, who's also a Gator fan, watches us, and so if he's watching,
shout out to him as well.
Say hello to Bobby.
Bobby.
So
thank you for joining us, Bobby. What's up, Primo? I got Carlos in here.
Hendrick, Austin King, Sammy, man. All you guys, thank you so much for joining us. Got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, you guys are gonna actually. I was thinking about the breakdown for Jared Williams is coming, so be on the lookout for that. I know I posted something on.
Ryan, I'm sorry, Ryan. He was asking where his shout out was.
Oh, my bad. Come on, Ryan. Always part of the family, baby.
Absolutely.
But so yeah, that Jared Williams breakdown is coming. I wasn't just capping.
You guys are gonna like it.
The new kids say I wasn't just capping about that, but yeah, that breakdown is coming. And I was thinking about, I told Big Dog, I was thinking about doing that Jared Williams breakdown and a separate video where me and the big dog discuss our predictions, our expectations about what the offensive line. But I figured, man, why not just do it here live with you guys? All right. So we're not gonna get. I mean, we'll talk about Jared some, but obviously, the breakdown that we're gonna be coming out with, you guys are gonna be able to see film. You guys are gonna be able to see what he could bring to the table. He has quick feet, man. He has experience in the kind of system that we're gonna run with Lashley. So I think personally, I mean, okay. So I say that to say all this, man. We're going to get into a segment just covering the offensive line. So that's going to be basically one of the segments, and then maybe I'll take some calls after we're done with that segment. But I kind of want to do a standalone segment with you guys, see what you guys think. Big Dog, I know you didn't catch this, and it's the first time I actually did it. But when we did the Keyshawn Smith breakdown, I actually did a premiere. So then what that means is basically I mistakenly, because I've never done it before, I did the premiere right away. So a premiere allows you to basically chat with your viewers when they're seeing the video for the first time. So I thought that was pretty cool.
So how was that?
So instead of me just posting the video, making it public, I put it as a premiere. So then, but usually the way it's supposed to work is you put the premiere at a set time, and then that way everybody has a chance to go ahead and see it. And people thought that we were live.
Oh, and we weren't live. I got you.
So then when the video, when it's finally being premiered, it has its own little countdown and everything. So 3, 2, 1, boom, and then it's live, and then we're able to talk with everybody as they're watching the video.
Oh, that's cool.
You know what I'm saying? So I was able to do that. Yeah, I was able to chat with some of the guys, but I messed up and I just premiered it right away. So not that many people, and we got some donations even when the premiere was on.
That's cool. Thank you guys.
Yeah, Gallo Negro donated. Sean,
I believe, you guys are amazing, man.
Donated. I thought that was pretty cool. So for those of you that were here, I mean, if that's something that you guys liked, I mean, that's something that I would like to start doing personally. So for example, when we're done with the Jared Williams breakdown, I'm gonna go ahead and set a specific time for it to premiere. Most likely maybe on my lunch break, or maybe if it's not on my lunch break, it'll be at night where me and the big dog could both be in there.
I'd love to do that. I would love
it was awesome, man, because I was literally talking to people watching. You see, Bergie says the premiere faked me out big time. I thought we were live. Yeah, no.
What do you say?
Yeah, Bergie was in there too, man. So we were talking about the actual clips that they're watching in real time. So I thought that was pretty cool, man. That's something that we're gonna be doing a lot more often, man. Because I really, really, really did enjoy that I was able to talk with you guys while you're actually watching the video for the first time. So be on the lookout for that. But I will do the premiere with obviously I'll set a time for it, so then you'll get notified if you're subscribed, and if you have that notification bell on, you will get notified of when that premiere will be taking place. So then we could go ahead and watch it with you guys for the first time, and we could chat about it, and we could talk about it.
Do it at night. Let's do it at night. So we could both be on there and chat.
It just depends, like who's on, because I know Wholesome's on at certain days, and Zoe's on.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
It's kind of tricky to do it at night. It's kind of tricky to do it at night sometimes. But we'll see. True. We'll see. Yeah. We'll find a way to work that out, man.
We'll find a way. We'll figure it out. Ian, I do think. Do you want me to give you a percentage, Ian, in terms of what I think that we get Romulo Brinson? I'll go 60%, Ian, that I think we'll get him. As you guys know, Romulo Brinson's decision is coming up quick. He was a former commit who decommitted. High 4-star. I'm not gonna. You guys know how I hate the star system, but I like his tape a lot. And it's just that George said you don't need, no, guys. The support that all of you give us is amazing, And I want you guys to understand that both Junior and I feel like you guys are just a blessing. And it's not just, some people are able to donate, some are not. That's fine. The support that you all give us, the love that you all give us is always, always awe-inspiring to Junior and I.
Yeah, I know I can speak for the big dog. I much rather have, 150 people, 200 people in the chat just chopping it up with us. I mean, obviously it's not like that now because,
Everything that's going on.
Everything that's going on. But
Yeah.
I enjoyed much, just having you guys here than having only 5 people in here and getting $50. You know what I'm saying? Like it just adds so much dynamic to the show. And me and the big dog just love chopping it up with you guys. And I don't like being in my own echo chamber when it comes to talking Miami Hurricanes football. You understand? You understand what I'm saying? Like whatever opinions that I may have, whatever opinions that the big dog may have, I like to see that. I like to see how that reverberates and reaches you guys, and whether you guys agree or you disagree. And you guys provide great feedback, and you guys sometimes give us a different way of looking at things. I know for me, you guys give me a different way of looking at things sometimes. So that's what I enjoy the most about these live chats, man. So and we try our very best. I mean, it's easier for those, props to the YouTubers that are Miami Hurricanes that it's only one person running the show, because I know how hard it can be to keep up with the chat. But the fact that me and the big dog, it's a 2-person team here, we're able to interact a lot more with the chat, and that's something that that we really like doing, man. So you already know, man. I put you guys' comments on here, and we interact with you guys. Big dog, even big dog goes out of his way when I'm trying to sign off. I'm trying to be like, big dog, all right, let's go, let's wrap it up. And big dog still answering questions, and still we try to get to everybody, man. So you know how it is.
I just love it. I just love the interaction with everybody. And you guys are amazing. And like I said, don't ever think we take it for granted, because we don't ever take you guys for granted, man. We know how special that is, the support that you give us. And like I said, with everything, it is just amazing, and it's a blessing to all of us. To Junior and I hope it's a blessing to you guys too. Now you want to get with Jared Williams? Want to start with Jared first?
Yeah.
We're gonna do the video breakdown. We already have all the research done, so the video is gonna come out there. But I don't know if you guys know this, but when we talking about tackles,
okay, but hold on, wait. Are you getting into it? Because remember what I want to do with this. I want to, if we're gonna get into this segment, let's get into this segment, and then I want to chop it up after we're done with it, so I could post it up
with the offensive line,
just the offensive line. So if we're gonna dive into the offensive line, let's go ahead and get to it.
You guys want to do that? You guys want to just dive into the offensive lines? Mean that we picked up the Jared Williams commit?
Yeah, I think
they commit the transfer.
Yeah, I think we jump. We talk a little bit about Jared Williams, and then we talk about how we think. You're an honorary grandpa. How we think is going to shape up. So, let's go ahead and do that. Let's jump into it. Let's talk about the offensive line, baby.
Beautiful. The thing with Jared Williams, for you guys to understand where I'm coming from, when you're talking about offensive tackles, a lot of people focus on height, weight, the arm length, and all those things matter. For me, I am a foot guy completely. Okay, to me, the feet are what make an offensive tackle special. And I love Jared's feet. I loved his tape, watched his tape. I think this is a young man, 6'7", 305. I think he has some serious NFL potential. This is not Tommy Kennedy. I promise you guys, this is not Tommy Kennedy. This is not the Hamburglar. This is a legit tackle. Now, he's been a legit right tackle. The left tackle that he had at Houston was drafted in the 3rd round in the NFL. So now you know why he's been a right tackle. He's played, I want to say he started 4 games against Power 5 teams, 0 sacks in those 4 games. Okay? So this guy is legit. Where he's going to play with us, the thing that's so hard to figure out is this. How much improved is Zion Nelson? Are the Canes going back to the idea of John Campbell being a tackle and not a guard? Like, you guys remember, he started last year at right tackle. He got benched from the right tackle position, and we kicked DJ Scaife out there because of what was needed. Zion stayed at left tackle. So now you have the development of Zion.
Well, and early in spring, I'm sorry to cut you off, but early in spring, I know it doesn't mean much, but the first team, Garrett Justice actually had Campbell at left tackle, and he had Zion at right tackle.
There you go. So, and by the way, how about a shout out to Garrett Justice? Okay, because I get it. Manny deserves a ton of the credit. David Cooney deserves a ton of the credit. Garrett Justice has gotten here, and we've added Isaiah Walker, and we've added Jared Williams.
I think coronavirus gets some credit for Isaiah Walker.
I agree. But at the same time,
he was feeling homesick.
I think we got a serious upgrade in offensive line. Again, the problem with Butch Barry is it's a different animal, especially the offensive line, being a coach at the NFL level and being a coach at the college level. And I think that's what Butch Barry ran into and why he had difficulty getting that line to improve as much as we had hoped. But that being said, going forward, it's hard for me to know. Now, you have to remember when we signed John Campbell looked like a future seriously good tackle. Okay. Now, he started last year in that first game, got absolutely obliterated, and then he got benched. Then what happened was he started taking away playing time from Navon Donaldson at guard, at that left guard position. And Campbell played it very, very well. Okay. Now we have a brand new offensive line coach, and it looks like he still sees Campbell as a potential tackle. Okay. Good news with that is that means DJ Scaife can stay at his real position, which is guard. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's the reality of it. DJ at the next level is going to be a guard. He's not going to be a tackle. Okay, so being able to have tackles that can take that playing time and have Scaife at guard, have hopefully an improved Navon Donaldson at guard. Then you have some depth because now you have Corey Gaynor and Ja'Kai Clark at center. Mm-hmm. Okay, at the guard positions, you have Cleveland Reed is back in the mix, who I was very high on when we got him out of high school.
You also have I know on the depth chart last year they had Osman Traore backing up Gaynor.
Correct. Which I don't think he's a center. I think Traore is a guard.
Right.
So now we have Ja'Kai Clark is actually a center.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. So now we have some depth. What's going on with the tackle position is, can we completely redshirt Jalen Rivers and Isaiah Walker? Okay, but first thing I want to say is this, and I have to say it because we were rightly critical of team management with Manny last year. Mm-hmm. But what Manny Diaz has done in recruiting off of a 6-7 season, getting that, if I would have told you guys last November or last October that we would end up with both Isaiah Walker and Jalen Rivers, you guys would have told me I was crazy.
Yeah.
And rightly so. Okay, because of the season that we had. Well, we end up with both Jalen Rivers and Isaiah Walker. And oh, by the way, we got possibly, arguably, the best tackle in the portal in Jared Williams. Right. That's amazing.
Do you
That's
think
an amazing job by Manny Diaz? That's an amazing job by David Cooney and by the position coaches that helped.
Right. After a redshirt year, big dog, I actually have a couple questions for you.
Okay.
Do you think that Jared Williams is plug and play?
Yes.
So off rip, you think we have our starting right tackle?
Yes. Now, that's the position he's more comfortable with. What I don't know is, does Garin Justice see him because of our needs as a left tackle as opposed to a right tackle? And he has all the things that you need for a left tackle.
Yeah,
but that's not what he was playing.
But
he was playing right tackle.
But he has 19 games under his belt starting at right tackle.
At right tackle. That's the problem. That's the problem. Now, in a perfect world, he's plug and play right tackle. What I don't know is Garin Justice thinking about him as a left tackle because of our needs?
It doesn't sound like he's thinking about Zion as a left tackle anymore.
Exactly. So, listen, one thing I can promise you, barring injuries, Jared Williams will be starting at one of the two tackle positions. Period. That I can promise you.
I think
knock on wood, barring injuries.
Yeah. Another question I want to a name that we haven't mentioned, and a name that me and you were very high on when we got him last year. Obviously, he redshirted. Adam Agumah.
Adam Agumah, exactly. Listen, man. At the end of the day,
that's something that people. I don't think he gets any recognition whatsoever. I never hear people talking about Adam Agumah.
And you're talking about the dude that has the size, because I think at first they put him at 6'7", and I think now they have him at 6'5", which seems to be closer to the truth. I don't think he was 6'7", but you can double check for me what height they have him at. When we got him, they said 6'7", and I think now he might have been listed at 6'5". But regardless, you're looking at a guy with tremendous athletic ability for that size. Remember, he was a basketball player.
Yeah.
And Adam Agumah. Now the thing with Adam Agumah is, I think he was more of a project.
Oh, he's 6'4". They got him at 6'4".
They got him at 6'4". I do think he's 6'5", but anyways,
298.
Okay, there you go. So I think he's a guy who has potential to be a tackle. I don't think he'll be in the mix this year.
Okay.
I don't think he'll be in the mix this year. I think the guys that will be in the mix for sure, obviously, is Jared Williams, Zion, John Campbell, and are they going to try to, because of our situation, are they going to try to push Isaiah Walker and Jalen Rivers in the two deep, which I think they're going to. Now, are they able to, hopefully they'll redshirt so we don't play them more than 4 games? But we'll see. We'll see. I mean, there's a lot that's up in the air. The one thing I could tell you is I don't think we're going to see DJ Scaife at tackle anymore. I think we're going to leave him alone at guard. Now, I don't know if they're going to leave Navon at the left guard and DJ at the right guard, or they're going to switch them. Okay? I think they should switch, frankly. I'd rather have Navon at right guard, and I'd rather have DJ at left guard.
Why?
DJ's a lot more agile. And whoever we have at left tackle will either be inexperienced, if it's Jared, because he's experienced at right tackle, and having that agility in a guard on the left side, where usually you're facing the other team's best pass rusher, is I like having that agility on the left guard.
Okay.
So I'd rather have Navon at the right guard. Okay. So as of right now, if I was a betting man, okay,
what I wrote,
you might be looking at John Campbell. If it isn't Isaiah Walker or Jalen Rivers in the mix, you might be looking at John Campbell at left tackle, and then Jared Williams at right tackle, and then Zion backing him up. Now, another name we really haven't heard about is Kalion Herbert. Okay, that's another guy that's a pure tackle and has potential. Last year we saw him; it wasn't good. It wasn't pretty when he came in.
No.
So I think there's some question marks. The one thing that I'm very happy about, for the first time in quite a while, we have a tackle, 2 guards, and a center that we're good with, that I think we're either at average or above average in the Power 5.
In terms of what?
In terms of the talent that we have between Jared Williams, now one of the tackles, Navon Donaldson and DJ Scaife at the 2 guards, and then Corey Gaynor and Ja'Kai Clark at the center. I think that's an above average line, which we haven't had in quite a while. Okay,
you're going just based on what talent?
talent wise.
Yeah, I need to see that production before I say we're above average in any facet of this offensive line.
Who did the team pick as offensive MVP? You guys know.
Who did the team pick as offensive?
Don't you remember
MVP?
Yeah,
I don't remember. No,
they picked DJ Scaife.
They did pick. You're right. They did pick DJ Scaife.
So listen, there's talent and there's been production there. Okay. Now remember Navon was on freshman All-American teams. Now he hasn't progressed the way we had hoped. Has had some weight issues. I think everybody wanted him to be a tackle because he's, his size and arm length and stuff, and he just didn't have the feet to be a tackle. And so I think Navon can be a plus in terms of being above average at the Power 5.
Right.
And so now you're looking at, we have to fix one position. If you keep Jared Williams at right tackle, and that's the most important position, which is who's your left tackle.
Right.
Okay. So I don't know. I don't know who's going to be there. If Jalen Rivers and Isaiah Walker are going to make a push to be ready, or are they convinced with John Campbell?
I don't think Jalen Rivers, to me, he looks more ready in terms of his body than Isaiah Walker, in my opinion. Okay. I don't think now. Trust me when I say
like strength wise, because Jalen seems to be much stronger.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's what that's what I mean. I don't think Isaiah Walker is there yet physically. Now I think he's going to be a stud. I think the talent is there for sure.
He has so his feet are just ridiculously awesome.
Yeah.
Isaiah Walker, I mean, I tell you what, that young man has so much potential. So much potential. He's so agile for his size, has such great feet.
Anthony, from your words to God's ears, man. If we can get those Palmetto boys, and what it says, Palmetto 5. Yeah. I don't know, because I know you're not really on Twitter, and I glance every once in a while, but they already for Jason Marshall, and they're starting to make these whatchamacallit. Whatever.
Collier?
No. I'm not talking about the player. I'm talking about, how when they do your edit.
Yeah.
So they put like GOAT, and he has like the goal horn and whatnot. And then he was like, something about the crib.
Yeah. I saw that. I did see that, even though I'm not on Twitter. I did see that.
Now, man, let me tell you something, man. I feel a certain way about that, but whatever. I'm not. Let's. I'm not gonna get into that right now. I'll get into that after we're done with this. Talking about the offensive line. Okay. So,
I'm sorry. What did Dorian? Let me see what Dorian put on there. Go ahead, Junior. I'll just look at what you put up there. He has.
You
have Williams at the left tackle, Dorian. You switch him over to the left. Listen, that makes sense to me. It really does.
Yeah, it's just. I mean,
can I ask you? Can I tell you something? He just has
so much experience at right tackle. It's crazy.
Can I tell you something?
What?
Right now, as we sit right now, not knowing where Jalen Rivers and Isaiah Walker are in terms of development, with Dorian put there, that's our best offensive line right there. That's what I would do if I was Garen Justice. I'd move Jared Williams to left tackle because he can do it. Okay, he can do it. He just hasn't done it because they had a really good left tackle in that position at Houston.
Yo, OG came, man. Big shout out, man. He was able to join us for a little bit. He says, "All right, you family, got to head out, still working." And shout out to all of you and stay safe. This pandemic got us working long hours. Later, Junior, the big dog, and you family, man. Hey, take it easy, OG, man, and thank you for joining us, man. It was nice to see you in here, brother.
Absolutely, OG. Thank you, and thank you, man, for keeping us going during the pandemic, man. All you guys are heroes.
Yeah.
I mean, I like what Dorian put there as an offensive line. Right now, if I was Garen Justice, that I think is our best lineup. Now, the only thing is Dorian that I would maybe tinker with is Zion better than John Campbell at this point at right tackle. But yeah, listen, I like what you picked. I like that. I like having Jared Williams at left tackle, then Scaife at left guard, Gaynor at center, Navon at right guard, and then John Campbell and Zion fight it out for that right tackle.
Zion has more experience.
That's what I think. That's what I think is our best offensive line right there.
Right. Zion has more experience at the tackle position right now than Campbell.
Yeah, he does.
So that's something to consider, I guess.
He does. Now Campbell, listen, Campbell has a lot, man. Campbell has long arms. Oof. And he did play, but he played well at guard. He really played
really well at guard.
He did.
Ja'Kai Clark played good at guard too, man.
He did, man. For a true freshman and a late reporting true freshman.
Right.
He wasn't even an early enrollee.
Yeah.
For him to go there and play that way he played at right guard, hats off to him. Young man did a great job.
What's up, ACS?
What's up, guys? I mean, I like that. I do like that. If I was okay, I'll say it that way. If it was me, that's exactly what I would do. I do Jared Williams at left tackle, DJ Scaife at left guard, Corey Gaynor at center, Navon Donaldson at right guard, and then whoever wins the battle between Zion and John Campbell is that right tackle.
Yeah. Berge brings up an interesting point, man. With this high tempo offense that we're going to be running, you think Navon is gonna be good? He's gonna be good with that.
It's a it's gonna be I want to PJ. Yeah, you do want him guarding. I mean, in a perfect world, Jared's your best tackle. You want him at left tackle guarding King's blind side. The thing with Jared is he's most comfortable at right tackle, but I would do that. I would put him at left tackle.
No, he's saying no. King's not a lefty. What do you mean?
No, that's what he's saying. That he's not a lefty. That he's a righty. So the left tackle is guarding his blind side. So you want your best tackle at left tackle.
No, I think he's saying that he thinks that King is a lefty. That's why he wants.
No. He didn't say he was a lefty.
He said, "Isn't King a lefty?"
Oh no. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't see that. I thought you were saying he was no. King's a righty.
Yeah, King's a righty. So
that's his blind side. The left tackle is his blind side.
Right.
But that's not the position Jared Williams is comfortable with. The Navon question is a great question, man, because we are going to run up tempo. You know, Rhett Lashley, SMU was third in plays per game.
Right.
Okay, that tells you how fast he likes. He doesn't just play up tempo. He plays like crazy up tempo. Okay, he wants you. I don't care if it's a 30-yard pass play. He wants you lined up, ready to go. I mean, that's the type of offense Rhett Lashley's going to run. Navon's going to have to be in shape. I mean, ideally, you'd like to see him get down to 330 in that range.
If he's not okay, now I'm gonna throw you this curveball, big dog. What do you think about Williams as the left tackle, Scaife at the left guard, Gaynor as the center, Campbell as the right guard, Zion as the right tackle?
Yeah. And you move Navon to second team?
You move Navon to second team.
I'd say if he's not in good shape, I think that might end up happening.
Big dog, no, he looks slow out there, man.
I haven't seen him recently.
No. I haven't seen him.
Weight?
No, I haven't seen him recently either. I'm talking about what we've seen from Navon, and I know he's been battling some injuries. So
he's been battling weight. I mean,
yeah,
but that's battling both.
That's been one of those things, man, where
Bergie with a donation. Thank you so much, Bergie. Go ahead and read what he said.
Yeah, man. That's funny. That's exactly what he says. I'll say it again, and no, I'm not knocking the kid, but if Navon can't get under 320 during camp, he needs to sit. His shape is an issue. That's what I'm trying to say, Bergie, man. So
yeah. I mean, that's the reality of it. Bergie, I mean, I would maybe not 320, but I'd say 330 at the most.
What's up, Adam?
And when's the last time Donaldson has seen 330? Been a while.
That's my thing, man. So
It's been a while. I mean, how much you guys remember?
listen, guys.
when they
Hey,
tried to make him a
Williams.
tackle?
Williams is 6'7",
It's 305.
and he's 300, and he's 305.
Yep, and he's run that up tempo because that's what they ran at Houston.
Right. That's my point. That's what I'm
Right.
trying to say. Like those are the kind of tackles that you need for this kind of offense. You need nimble, agile, quick on their feet, and
guys,
great conditioning. You need an
can ask-
offensive line that's in shape, man.
You guys are going to see the.
And I'm not saying that Navon can't get there. Like, don't get me wrong.
But he has to get there.
Yeah, right, exactly. I'm not knocking Navon, and I'm not saying that he can't get there. But from what we've seen, I mean, yeah, maybe he looked. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just, if anybody could do it,
Feely can.
Feely can. The Feely effect could do it. But listen, man, you need an offensive line that's like this. Yeah. So, in my opinion, if we're talking about depth chart, I would like Campbell to be
right guard.
The right guard ahead of Navon Donaldson. That's where I'm at this point. Yeah. Now, we'll see. That's assuming that Zion could handle one of the tackle positions. That's assuming, whether Williams is the right tackle or he's a left tackle. That's assuming that our tackle spot is shored up.
Yeah.
All right. That's because if Zion or if Campbell passes up Zion on the depth chart, across from Williams as one of our tackles, then okay, put Navon at the guard position. But if you can assure me that, man, listen, man, Campbell did a heck of a job when he played guard last year. So I think, man, having that offensive line, man, that's what it looks like to me right now.
I would feel pretty confident in that offensive line. And the thing is, I'm laughing with the guys in the chat because they're saying, like, and it's true. Navon, you guys remember when they were going to move to tackle, they put him on a weight loss thing, and I think he got down to 345.
Right.
And then it looked like when they moved him back to guard, that it wasn't going to work out at tackle. I think he went back up to 360.
Come on, Bergie.
I saw that. That was glaze flavor. That's something else, Bergie. And Bergie, thank you again for the donation.
You guys are going in on Navon. Look at Taz over here.
But listen,
he's in shape. Round is in shape, right?
No, but it's true, man. It's true. I don't see Navon at 350, 360 playing in an up-tempo offense.
And that's another thing. We got Cleveland Reed.
Yeah.
We got him back as well.
And you guys, I don't know if you guys know. Okay.
I know a lot of people are high on Traore, man. A lot of people, I know Richard was high on Traore. No, Anthony Morales is how about Traore?
And Bergie, in interest of full disclosure, I was high on Cleveland Reed.
Yeah, you were high on Cleveland Reed.
I like Cleveland Reed's tape as a run blocker. Okay, as a run blocker, Cleveland Reed's tape I liked it a lot. He's a road grader. He's going to be in the mix. Now he has to keep his weight down too.
Right.
So, because that was an issue also. So, yeah, I mean, in reality for this offense, guys, you're going to need,
give me a depth chart, big dog.
That you're going to hold me to?
Give me a depth chart, big dog. And
okay.
I'll give you mine.
Okay, left tackle.
I kind of just gave you mine.
Left tackle, I'd say Jared Williams. And, you know what? I like your offensive line, dude. I like yours.
No. You can't take my offensive line. You can't take my offensive line, man.
No, but I do. I like yours. I like Jared at the left tackle, then Scaife at the left guard, Corey Gaynor at center, John Campbell at right guard, and Zion at right tackle. Man, I do. I like that offensive line a lot. Now, in a perfect world, though, I like the offensive line better if Navon's 325 or 330, and he's at right guard, and then Campbell and Zion fight it out for right tackle. To me, that would be perfect. Because Navon can be good, man. Navon has talent.
I'm not saying he can't be good.
Navon has talent.
I'm not trashing Navon
No.
at all.
I know. I'm not. You don't trash these kids. I get it. Dude.
I'm just saying.
You don't do that.
I'm just saying in this kind of offense, man. Hey, Navon, like you got to get in the weight room, man. You got to do
a lot of cardio,
some hit. You got to do some high interval training, baby.
Yeah. I mean, in order for him to play in this offense, he's going to need to be at 330. That's. I mean, that's like Cleveland Everson's family guy is what that says. No, but I did like Cleveland Reed. I think he's going to be in the mix at guard. I think he's going to be in the mix at guard for sure. I think Cleveland Reed will be in our 2 deep without a doubt.
Yes. No. Yeah, I think so.
Without a doubt, I think he'll be in our 2 deep. So.
Hey, we got first time we've hit 100 people in the chat in a very long time, man.
Also.
So, hey, man, if you guys are new to the channel, man, please subscribe. Oh, look, Austin Kane. Look at you looking out for me, man. Look at you looking out for Junior the Big Dog. Austin Kane, man, if you're not going to do it for Junior the Big Dog, do it for Austin Kane, man. 100 people in the chat. Let's go. Let's get 100 likes, man.
Yes,
if
please.
you guys are watching us on Facebook, man, give our page a like or hit that learn more button and subscribe to our channel on YouTube. And if you're new here for the first time, you enjoy the content, you enjoy chopping it up with Junior the Big Dog, subscribe, man. Hit that notification bell, hit that like button. Let's get these likes up and let's let's spread the love, baby. 100 people
Absolutely.
in the chat. I love to see it. A lot of people are interested, man. What's up, Chuck Mobile? A lot of people are interested. A lot of people are interested, man, because offensive line was one of our weak points in our team last year.
Put up Kane's.
We haven't had a. Go ahead. I'm sorry, but
Kane's you put up his comment.
Where you at, Kane's you? Where you at, buddy? Where you at? There you are. Oh, he says, unfortunately, the way I see it, there is no way we can redshirt Walker, Rivers, and Zion. It would be ideal for the future, but impossible, I think.
That's a fair comment. That's an absolutely a legit comment.
I think we can, man.
Let me ask you a question.
I think we can. Go ahead.
Let me ask you a question.
What's up, Mark?
Name me, including everybody on the team.
Uh-oh.
Name me our tackles that have the highest ceiling. I'll let you pick 2.
That have the highest ceiling, Jalen Rivers and Isaiah Walker.
There you go.
No, I get it, man. Hey, but listen, we seen. I mean,
there you go.
I don't think
And Isaiah's very talented, and Jalen is like one of my favorite recruits in the 2020 class.
Jalen's a beast.
Not only is he a beast, he's a beast. He's a kid that knocks it out of the park in the classroom. His work ethic.
I love Jalen.
Everything 100%. About Jalen Rivers, I love.
Shout out to you, Jalen.
That dude's ceiling is way up there, man.
It is.
I mean, that's why Kane's you comment was legit, because in reality, if you're Garen Justice, you're looking at Jalen Rivers, you're looking at Isaiah Walker, and you're going, man, that's a fun duo to coach. Now, in an ideal world, absolutely they would redshirt. In an ideal world, you never start a freshman on the offensive line. You don't even start a redshirt freshman on the offensive line.
Jalen, they got Jalen listed at 329 right now, 6'5".
Yeah, I mean, I thought he was at 330 last time I saw him, but he carries it well.
No, he does.
Do they have him listed at 6'5"?
They got him listed at 6'5".
When he was measured, I thought he was closer to 6'6". Well, that's all right. It don't matter. But he has a huge upside. He has a huge upside. Yeah. And so does Isaiah. So in a perfect world, you wouldn't play an offensive lineman until he was a redshirt sophomore.
Yeah. Isaiah is like 310.
Is he at 310?
He's like, 310.
Because the last time I saw him play, he was at 285.
No, they got him listed at.
I thought that he weighed 285 at the last camp he was in when he was at the opening finals last year.
On 247, they got him listed at 309.
309? Okay.
Yeah. So, but I mean, ideally, assuming that we don't have any injuries, I think Jalen and Isaiah are going to get playing time. But I think it's a high possibility they get redshirted, man.
So I think they stay under 4 games. They say 4 games.
Four games. So 4 games or under.
In a perfect world, I'd like them to get at least 4 games. So I do want them to get experience.
Yeah, I think so, man.
Yeah, I mean, Bergie said something that's true. I mean, Zion, the kid never quit. He had a rough start to his college career.
I don't think Zion redshirt at all. No, I don't think. But that goes back to my offensive line, man. If you have a gun to my head and you tell me, Junior, man, give me your offensive line, I'm putting Navon on the second team. I'm putting Campbell as one of my guards, and
you're putting Zion as your tackle, as your right tackle.
As my right tackle or my left tackle, man. We'll see how it shakes up, man. Listen, I know, big dog. I know.
I'd rather move Jared to left tackle.
I get it, man. I get it, but hey.
First off,
he has a lot of experience, man.
This has to be said, and you guys know that when we talk about things, we're always honest. Okay, now we try to when it's a University of Miami player. Being that they're young men and they're part of the U, we try to be very honest without being overly critical or insulting ever of a U player. So, okay, that being said, but we are honest. Zion had a rough time last year, but he was put in a position that he should never been put in. You're looking at a young man that showed up weighing 242 pounds and gained 50 pounds in 6 months and had to play at left tackle.
Left him out there, though.
And they did leave him out there. So my point with that is when you guys are judging Zion Nelson, and fairly, he had a horrible year. In fact, I saw an article the other day. He basically had the worst season of any offensive lineman in the Power 5. Okay? He allowed more QB pressures than any offensive lineman did in the entire Power 5. Okay? So that's
he never quit. Hey, Austin Cairns, he never quit, man.
He never quit. And shame on the coaches, shame on the coaches, because even recruiting is their thing, that he had to be put in that position.
Yeah.
As a true freshman, you come in at 242 pounds is what he reported at.
Yeah, J Love said that's another thing. That's a good point, man. It's amazing he stayed healthy. He did, man.
Absolutely, and not only that, man. Guys,
Lakers. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. Lakers. Who they get, man? I don't know. Martin's pick at number 3.
Okay.
I don't know.
The thing is for you guys that don't know, when you gain that much weight at that, especially at those ages, it takes a while for your body to catch up, man. And if you look at the mistakes that Zion was making, it was in slow, just being slow. Like his feet were slow, his reaction time was slow. Those are the mistakes that he was making.
Hey, G. Curson, you can absolutely 120% bench a 3-year starter because he's overweight. I disagree with you there, man, because this offense, man, it's up tempo, man. Red Lashley does not play games with this kind of offense. If you are overweight, man, and you're not in shape, you're not going to be able to hold your own running up this up tempo they're going to be running. You're just not going to be able to, man. So I think Navon Donaldson needs to get his shape. I think he needs to lose some weight. I mean, look at the tackles that we're talking about. You look how much they weigh. Williams is 6'7". He weighs 306 or 305, whatever. Yeah. I think last time I saw it was 306. All right. Campbell. Look how much Campbell weighs.
And by the way, when you see Jared Williams' feet, when we do the video breakdown,
look how much, I mean, listen, guys.
You're gonna see just how agile Jared Williams is. And that's the way you want your tackles to look like.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Read the comment there by PJ. Now the comment about benching a 3-year starter, I understand that comment and it merits. I mean, it's a legit comment. The reason I don't agree with it though is they sort of benched Navon last year. There was a period of time
No,
that
whoa,
that
whoa,
the
whoa,
mom
whoa,
was
whoa, whoa,
healthy
whoa, whoa,
and
whoa,
John
whoa.
Campbell was playing left guard.
Hold the phone, big dog.
Go ahead.
Hold the phone, man. Orange and green blood. He just said, guys, gotta go. Sorry, my cousin was just shot.
Oh my
Much
God.
love, family.
Oh my
Hey,
God.
I know
Hey,
you're out of
guys,
here, Orange and Green Blood, but prayers up to Orange and Green Blood's cousin, man. Hopefully,
I
that's
believe
crazy.
in the power of prayer, guys. Make sure you please pray for his cousin, man,
I'm sorry to hear that,
and pray
brother,
for the
man.
family, man.
It's a crazy
Oh,
world.
that
Crazy
sucks.
world we're
So
living in, man.
I do believe in the power of prayer, and I believe speaking it to existence, and I think he's going to be, hopefully, thank God willing, he's fine.
Yeah.
So please keep
Absolutely.
it in your prayers, guys.
That's crazy. Yeah,
I like you see anything's possible. Let's put Tommy Kennedy. Oh my God! I don't know if you guys ever got to see that show, but Paul from Scoop, Paul Scoop on the U, which is a really good channel, guys. Check him out. And he called Tommy Kennedy the Hamburglar, and I just thought, man, it just broke me up. I actually started crying from laughing so hard. So, but man,
yeah,
that's something else.
So PJ Worth, man, is saying is a good point he's making here. He says that he thinks that Zion has a better chance because not as much is going to be asked of him because of the kind of offense that we're going to be running. He doesn't need to hold his blocks as long.
PJ, I'm so glad that you made that comment, because that's one thing I wanted to touch on, and I appreciate you making that comment. That's exactly why I think there's a good possibility that Donaldson gets benched. Because that system,
look at you jumping on my train now.
No, you're right. You're right. In that system, holding your blocks for a shorter period of time and being agile and being in shape where you can get up there and keep the pressure on the defense. Remember, the offensive line doesn't tire out as quickly as the defensive line, because the defensive line have the greater exertion physically. Right. So they're going to be tired 6, 7, 8 plays into the drive. Mm-hmm. And it's a lot of quick passing. It's a lot of quick developing plays. So you're not going to have to hold those blocks for the same amount of time.
Correct.
That's going to be a big positive. And don't think that means that they don't throw downfield. They do. They do throw downfield in this system. But you're not going to have to hold those blocks quicker, but then that goes back to, it puts a bigger premium on the offensive lineman being in shape.
Right. I just saw something from Canes U. He says, Junior, what you said is another reason why I think we won't be able to redshirt the line as much as we like. The tempo will require many more plays per game. But remember, man, we do have Kayleon Herbert. We have Zalante Hillary. So right. I mean, we do have some depth where we might not need to use those freshmen,
or at least to play them more than 4 games.
Right, that's my point. At least to try to play them more than 4 games. But I understand. I understand where you're coming from. Man.
Yeah, I mean,
that is a good point.
That's a fair point. That's a fair point. But no, Junior, you're right. I mean, I don't see Navon playing at 360. Playing 80 plays.
Take your banner off already.
I really don't. I don't see it happening.
Oh, stop it! Why am I keep on doing that, man?
What are you doing?
I'm just freaking. I don't know what I'm doing over here. Again,
Kid Meathead said that Donaldson won't get benched. That's I understand exactly where you're coming from.
I hope he doesn't.
The only reason
you got. Hey, listen, you guys are don't get me twisted.
Right.
I don't want Donaldson to get benched. I want Donaldson to get in shape and be able to be Navon Donaldson in this kind of offense. Yeah. Don't get it twisted. I don't want Navon Donaldson to get benched, and I think he is very capable, man, of being able. Yeah, but you need to be. You cannot play.
He can't be at 360 and play anywhere near 80 plays in a game.
Listen, man. You listen, guys. I mean, we were the worst team when it came to third down conversions. All right. this offensive line was getting a lot of breathers. Okay. If everything goes well, everything goes as planned, that's going to change this year. All right. With an up tempo, with a better offense, with D'Eriq King, with the better offensive line, a better scheme, all the works. We're going to be much more efficient on third down. We're going to be running a lot more plays a game. So you're literally asking somebody who is, whatever weight he's going to be at. Let's just say he's at 345. Okay. Just for whatever's sake. Let's just say he's at 345. How many plays did we run last year a game, Big Dog, on the offense?
Probably right around, I'd say 65, maybe 70 at most.
Okay. We're going to be looking at 80 plus.
Yeah.
So that's my only point when put a red shirt on Ja'Kai Clark, Walker, and Rivers. I think Ja'Kai Clark is going to get some playing time. I think he's going to be part of that 2 deep rotation. In my opinion. So, as far as Walkers and Rivers, I think a red shirt is definitely not out of the realm of possibility. PJ Worth likes Zion at the left tackle, Donaldson, Gaynor, Scaife, and
Williams at the right tackle. PJ, that's a possibility
that's
too.
That's a good one, man.
Yeah, that's a possibility too. They might keep Jared at right tackle. The only reason I moved Jared from right to left is, let's face it, I don't think there's anybody at this point that's anywhere near close to being as good of a tackle as Jared Williams is this moment. That doesn't mean, like I said, Jalen Rivers and Isaiah Walker have really high ceilings, probably higher than Jared does.
Yeah,
but they're not where Jared is in his career. So that's the only reason I would move Jared to left tackle if he's comfortable there, and it's because you do want your best tackle at that position.
You do.
So
you do. But 18 games, man. Hey. Or 19. Yeah, 19 games started at right tackle.
And he played really, really well.
Yeah.
The young man played well, for the most part. So, and he played well against when he played against Power 5 competition, because that's another thing to talk about is the fact that he had played. Anthony had made a comment about the whole Miller Moss situation and Jake Garcia. Anthony, I absolutely believe we have a shot at Jake Garcia. I know that Jake said that
I got to see him decommit first.
Well, obviously he has to decommit first. I think, and by the way, I think Jake Garcia is special. I really like Jake Garcia's tape.
But
I really like Jake Garcia's tape.
But he has to decommit.
He has to decommit from USC.
Because we heard that once Miller Moss
right. He did. I guess he didn't decommit. He said something like, I ain't running, I'm not going anywhere. He's not scared of the competition. I get that, but you and I both know that that's said at one point, and then things change, a few weeks later.
What does that tell you, though? About
I'll put it this way: if we have the season that I think we're going to have, I think we get Jake Garcia.
Okay, but what does that tell you about the whole competition thing?
Dude, that's become such a thing.
No. Don't try to be like, it's not that much of a big deal, because he's going to be competing. Wait, let me finish. He's going to be competing with Perry, with Tyler Van Dyke, with Peyton Matocha. He's going to be competing here at the University of Miami.
Let me finish the question.
He's not going to get promised any starting position here.
Let me finish the question. Why did Jake Garcia commit to USC? When did he commit to USC? You remember?
No.
When the commit that they had changes commitment to Alabama.
What does that say about Jake Garcia?
But all these quarterbacks are doing it these days, man.
Okay, big dogs. My point is, when Jake Garcia gets here, and
he's going to have to compete. He's not going to be handed anything.
Okay, so what's the difference? Who else does USC have besides Miller Moss?
No. They got other people too. But
in terms of a ceiling, Miller Moss is up there in terms of a talent level. That he sees that. I see that with Tyler Van Dyke.
Hey, but remember the quarterback that was committed to USC first was like the number one QB, the 6-footer. Oh my God,
I forgot his name.
I don't know why I blank on his name. look it up for me. Look it up real quick. He's committed to Alabama now. That was, and Jake Garcia hadn't committed to anywhere. He committed to USC immediately after that QB decommitted from USC and went to Alabama. But that's what all quarterbacks are doing these days. They want to be the only quarterback taken in that class.
Bryce Young.
Bryce Young, thank you. Okay, so when Bryce Young was committed to USC, Jake Garcia was playing the field. Bryce Young changed and went to committed to Alabama, and that's when Jake Garcia committed to USC.
I'm just saying, man.
So, thank you, Claudia. It was Bryce Young. I don't know why, but I always do that. I flake on his name for some reason.
Yeah,
and I do like Bryce Young's too. I think, to me, when I watched his tape, I think maybe my expectations were were higher, but I wasn't as impressed with Bryce Young as I was with Jake Garcia. I'll say that much, because I really, really like Jake Garcia's tape. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. I do think we have to have a good season to get a shot at Jake Garcia decommitting. But if we have a 10-win season and you know we're competing, we go to ACC championship, I think Jake Garcia is a definitive possibility. And he does like Manny Diaz. And don't forget, Manny went to see him in January.
I'm not even focused on it. Honestly, man, I think we're in good hands moving forward in the quarterback position.
Oh, I do too.
I rather solidify, you know, some more of those Palmetto kids. You know, somebody like
Jason Marshall.
No, obviously, you know, Jason Marshall. But besides the Palmetto kids, man, I really want to get James Williams back in this class, man.
You really want James Williams back? Yeah, I do too.
I want him bad, man.
I do. I think he's a special player.
And you imagine, you want to talk about Higgins, man? You imagine if he gets Thad Franklin? Damn.
Yeah.
I want him to be our running back coach forever.
Hickson is doing.
What I say? I said Higgins. I mean, Hickson.
Hickson's doing a fantastic. Quiet too.
He kept on chaining the class. He brought in Rooster, and you're gonna get Thad Franklin too. Yeah. What?
and we've been smelling.
I love TBD, PJ.
And we've been smelling around on Amari Daniels too. Remember, and Amari Daniels is special.
Yeah.
So. No, he's doing an amazing job, man. Eric Hickson's doing an amazing job.
Williams is, man, I don't want to say he's a diva because I don't like calling kids divas, but he's been flip-flopping quite a bit for quite some time. So I'm not. Yeah. I will believe when it's on paper.
Yeah, when I see the national letter of intent.
James Williams could commit tonight, and I'll be like, we'll see.
Exactly. Be honest with you, I wouldn't be celebrating. I'd be like, okay, we'll see what happens. Yeah. Let's see what happens when December comes.
Hey, no shot at Marshall. He's not coming to Miami, even if we get 10. All right, then. If that's the case, man, I don't want to hear these kids talking about the crib anymore.
Yeah.
And that's what
Marshall named his final three Clemson, Florida, and Alabama, correct?
It's looking like Florida. Last time I checked.
Right. But that was his final three.
Yeah.
Was Clemson, Alabama, and Florida.
Yeah. But listen, man, that irks me. I don't know if it irks you, Canes fan, but it irks me when these kids get an edit done for the Miami Hurricanes, and obviously they're from, you know, whether it be they're from the Tri-County area or whatever it is, and they're talking about the crib. Don't talk about the crib, man, unless, you know, you really want to make the crib great. Come play for the University of Miami. Right? I'm sick of this crib talk, man. Don't talk about the crib and making the crib great again if you're not gonna come to the crib.
But here's what I don't understand. What I don't understand to this day is how is it
be a part of it, man. Like if you feel that if you're gonna call it the crib and you wanna do it in front of your family, do it in front of your fans, man.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we need you guys to be a part of the solution as well. Now I understand from a kid's perspective, yeah, but come on, man. You guys are losing over here to FIU. You're getting shut out by Louisiana Tech. Like, I want to make the crib great, but I'm not God, So
No,
I
no, no.
I understand their perspective as well, man. But it just gets me frustrated.
But
man.
here's what I don't understand. Here's what I don't understand at all. Okay, you have these hometown kids that a lot of them boom end up leaving, and
Right.
yet in the transfer portal, okay, who was the number one quarterback available? Chased by LSU, chased by Oklahoma. De'Aaron King, we get him. Who was the number one defensive player available in the transfer portal? Quincy Roche, we get him.
Yeah.
Now, Jose Borregales, okay, he was a hometown kid. I get it. But we ended up Jared Williams, another perfect example.
We're in the lottery compared to what we have. Well,
Jared,
Houston got
Jared,
Bubba Baxter, and we got Jared Williams.
No, but seriously, he's been, he could have gone on a bunch of different places.
Yeah, he could have for sure.
And he went to Miami. So it's like we do in the transfer portal, we get to, all these kids that we want. But then at the commitment level, at the high school level, we get some and then some. Now, we'll see what happens, but I think he's probably right. I don't think we get Jason Marshall. I don't think we get Jason Marshall even with a good season. But we'll see.
I think we got a good shot at Collier.
Sorry about that, guys. I had to adjust in the spring make that noise. Jalen Phillips last year. That's another example. That's the number one player in the country in 2017. He could have gone anywhere. Jalen Phillips could have gone anywhere, and they all would have salivated over him, and we get him.
Oh, that's a good question, Austin. Hold on, man. Gallo Negro checking in from Minneapolis, Minnesota. He would like to call in. Gallo Negro, thank you for the donation, man.
Thank you, Gallo Negro.
I saw when you were watching the Keyshawn Smith thing. You thought I think you thought it was alive as well, and you wanted to call in. but yeah, man. Hey, we'll make room for a couple phone. Man, I don't know if I have you saved, Gallo Negro, man. I should have had you saved. We'll go ahead and take your phone call, man.
J Love T also was asking if we were going to take a call, so he might want to call too.
He might want to call in too. All right, so we'll probably go ahead. Man, I just saw a good question, man. Where did I see it from? Austin Keynes. He said, "Big dog, who would you rather have? Keith Brown or Smith from Palmetto?" He says he likes Brown better.
Oh yeah, I do like Brown a lot. I like Brown a lot. Brown's, man, he's just one of those dudes that just special with the football in his hand.
Yeah, I know, Brandon.
Yeah, I do want Brown.
But I think it's between us and FSU for
Collier.
For Collier, yeah.
Yeah, I do. I think that's. I always thought he was leading FSU, and I still think that.
But wasn't he on the Canes? Wasn't he on the Canes side the last game with FSU?
He might have been, because I think Jason Marshall was. I used to think we had a better shot at Marshall than Corey Collier, because I always thought Collier was leaning towards FSU.
Yeah.
But Marshall, obviously, when we sort of fell off the map with all the losses last year, and
anything could happen, man. If I would have told you guys not too long ago that we would have gotten Avonte Williams, you guys would have been like,
no. And here's the thing, guys. I really think this year was going to be different. Where last year we had basically the class that we thought we were going to have in August.
Take it easy, curveball.
We sort of ended up with that class. This year, I think, is going to be the complete opposite, guys. I think what ends up happening in December, it will not look like it will. There'll be a bunch of differences than what we have in August, because I think if we have a very good season, I think we're going to land some big fish. I do, and the 2021 class is pretty special in South Florida.
Yeah, you're right, Brandon. I don't know.
Yes, please hit the like button. Thank you, 904. We actually got somebody disliked us. Oh, that's a shame.
Big dog, if you don't got haters, you're not doing it right.
You're not doing it right. Is that what it is?
Doing it right.
Yeah, but don't hit the dislike. Hit the like button, please.
Yeah.
You used to trade us back to and gave us Williams and King. Yeah, Jason, that was a pretty decent trade.
Chuck, always,
man. Thank you, brother.
He said,
Oh,
hit the
man.
like button, great show. Go Canes, man. Enough said, man. Chuck
Thank you,
here
Chuck.
always supporting this channel, man. Thank you so much, Chuck. Hope everything's good with you and your family, man.
You all are amazing.
Yes, sir. All right, so let me go ahead and get into my
Anthony says, can we convince Jason to commit to us as well as the other the three Palmetto kids? Yeah, that's what we were talking about, Anthony. I don't see Jason Marshall coming to Miami. I don't see Corey Collier coming to Miami.
Damn it, big dog. I wanted some optimism.
Well, I just mind you, if we have a good season, like I said, I think our class is going to be different, but I don't think it'll be with those two guys.
Damn it.
I mean, you listen, we're going to still hunt some big fish. Leonard Taylor. We're in
Taylor, boy. If we get Leonard Taylor, man.
I think if we have a big season, I think that's a possibility.
He's off Florida, man.
I know. We'll see. I do think this year. So first off, I do think there's going to be a like what happened with Isaiah Walker. There's going to be, especially if this thing with coronavirus continues, a sort of push of guys not wanting to be far from home, which we can benefit for. And I really think we're going to have a special season, guys. I do. I hate to say that because I promised myself that I wouldn't get reeled in again, and they freaking reeled me in again with De'Aaron King and Rhett Lashley and Quincy Roche and Jose Borregales and all these things and adding Isaiah Walker, and so they reeled me back in thinking that we're going to have a special season this year, and I do. I think we're going to have a 10-win season, and I think we're going to be playing Clemson, but I thought the same thing last year, and I damn sure was wrong. The talent is there. I just don't see it happening. I don't see it. I don't see us having a bad season. I don't.
So Taz says that this leg was probably an accident from someone with big fingers. Hey, we got 112. We got 112 in here, baby.
Oh, you guys are amazing. Thank you for support. I mean, do you think we're going to have a 10-win season? If you had to bet an amount of money significant to you, that's what Mike and Mike used to do. If you had to bet a significant amount of money to you, where would you put our over/under for wins and losses? I think Vegas has an 8.5.
Oh my god, man!
In terms of wins,
I thought we were gonna win 10 games last year, man.
I did too. But you have to put an amount of money significant to you. I'll put it this way. I'll put the over/under at 9.5 wins. Okay, everybody in there, you guys have to answer this.
I'm going under.
I'll include the bowl game. The over/under is
about love or triple
is 9.5. Where do you guys go over or under?
Under.
Okay, Brandon said under 2. Bergie said 10 wins. Strange Cloud said 9. Crowder said 10 plus. I mean, C-Web said under. He's playing it safe. I really think, guys, I would bet, if I had to bet an amount of money significant to me, and the over/under is 9.5 wins, I go over.
Yeah, but you will also go over every single year that I've known.
No, I don't say every single year. That 10-3 season, I didn't see that coming. I wasn't high that year.
Nobody saw it coming.
Oh, but I'm saying I wasn't high on the Canes that year. I didn't see us going 10-3. I didn't see us going 10-0 and being second in the country.
Listen, man, we're not that far removed from last year, all right? And you guys are over here talking about 10 wins. I just want to let's just win the Coastal. Let's move in the right direction. That's it, man. Just build on some more recruiting classes. You know, let's see, man. 10 wins.
I mean, obviously the key is going to be De'Aaron King. And I think we're going to see the 2018 De'Aaron King.
The key's going to be De'Aaron King, yes, correct. But the key is also going to be the offensive line. You know, there's going to be a lot of key.
Let me ask you a question. Man. Okay, in terms of talent,
yes.
Okay, running back. Okay, forget about how much we
can't talk in terms of talent because we have more talent than every single team in the ACC Coastal every single year ever since we joined.
That's valid. I can't say a word about that.
Okay, so I don't want to hear about talent because
That's
the
true.
talent's there.
That's true.
The talent's been there. Hey, Gallo Negro, man, I'm gonna go ahead and open it up to you, man. I know you're dying. You've been wanting to call in.
Terrence Jenkins says 11 wins.
All right, screw it, man. We're gonna be in the college football playoff.
Hey, you Goldwire says Vegas has a 60-1 to win it all.
Terrence, man, you guys 11, man. You guys.
Chaos off his 11s.
I feel like
Mark Stamper's comment is true too.
I feel like
good point, Junior. You got to walk before you run.
I feel like Tom Cruise and Jerry Maguire. All right, but
show me the money
instead of show me the money. Show me the wins. Show me the production. Yeah. Show me that the play on the field equals the talent level, and vice versa. Show me, okay? I'm done. Fair. Like I'm not like okay, yes, but if you're telling me to bet money, man, and I'm not gonna bet money on 10 wins, I'm just not gonna do it. I'm not.
Kingwood has 10. Oh, Bergie says no, Bergie. I'm not predicting us beating Clemson either. Last time I checked, they still got that dude at QB. That's
pretty good.
That's a pretty damn good quarterback.
He's pretty good.
Yeah. So no, but I see. Yeah, Crowder says 10 wins plus a bowl win. He sees 11 total. Yeah. C Webb says 7 wise until proven 7-5 until proven otherwise. You're right. You're right. I mean, I get that. Listen, guys, I get that. I promised myself, and Junior can tell you.
Oh, I'll bet Pride 100%, Brandon. I'll bet the house on Pride. But money?
No, but listen, you know it better than what did I say at the end of last year? That they weren't going to sucker me in again.
You lied.
Okay? But the thing is, I damn sure didn't expect to get De'Ara King, Quincy Roche, hiring Rhett Lashley, getting all this, getting Isaiah Walker back or in our class.
Yeah, I saw that, Anthony. I saw
I didn't see it. I didn't. By the way, how did I forget the most important one to me? Who's our chief of staff?
What do you mean? Who's our chief of staff?
Who's the chief of staff of the football team?
Oh yeah, Ed Reed.
Mr. Ed Reed. Right. I mean, they reeled me in.
Yeah.
I'm back in. With high expectations and optimism. I think we're gonna get double-digit wins.
Oh my God.
And I think we'll be in Charlotte.
Here we go. No, we should definitely be in Charlotte no matter what.
Okay.
But it doesn't take 10 wins to be in Charlotte.
Mm-hmm. True, but I think we'll see us double-digit wins. I do.
Wait a second. What happens if I answer calls on the web? Will you guys be able to hear it?
I don't know, dude. Why can't you just do it the same way you did last time?
Because I kind of wanted to try this out, man.
Probably not. Let's not try it out with everybody watching.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and open it up, man. Gallo Negro, go ahead and call in.
J Love T, I think also want to call in. If you guys want to call in, let us know on the chat that you want to call in, and that way we know it too.
Yeah, you should.
Chaos Dolphin says 11 wins. We have a kicker now. That's a legit comment, because no matter how badly we played last year, we would have won 9 games with a decent kicker.
You guys are crazy.
Is that not true?
You guys are crazy.
No, I'm asking you, is that not true? Would we not have won 9 games, gone 9-4 with a good kicker?
See, Crowder says, Junior, who do you see us losing to? I'll tell you who I didn't see us losing to last year.
I know. No, but answer my question.
What?
Do we not go 9-4? Nothing else changing. 9-4 with a good kicker last year.
It's a 305 number, man. But I'm trying to get Gallo Negro in here first.
You're not answering my question.
Man, you don't see me here. I'm paying attention to the callers, man.
I'm asking. No, you answer the question.
But what'd you say? What?
Do we not go 9, even with all the other problems, do we not go 9-4 last year with just a good kicker?
Is that how many games we lost by a field goal?
We lost 3 games at least because of our kicker. Do we not win 9 games?
Hard
Do
to
we
say
not?
that,
Do
bro.
we?
It's
But
hard to
tell
say
it-
that, man, because things freaking go. Games change when a field goal's made and another team does.
Yeah, I get that. But there was 3 games. Dude, we were going for it on 4th and 1 and not making it.
We lost to FIU.
Because we didn't have a kicker.
We lost to
So,
FIU.
so
We got shut out by Louisiana Tech. All right, we got Gallo Negro, man. Big dog.
No. So
stop arguing with me. Big dog, stop arguing with me. You got to answer
this question.
I can't.
If we had a good kicker, what was our record that year?
Hey, Gallo Negro, man. Hey, what's up, man? How's it going, brother?
Answer that question.
How y'all doing, fellas? How y'all doing?
Doing good, man.
We doing real good. How you doing, Mr. Big Dog?
I'm good, sir. How are you?
I'm good, man. Just want to give you guys a quick update on everything that's going on up here. Me and wifey, we've moved into our own place. It's 3 blocks from the police station.
Oh no, that's not
wow.
No,
Are you guys okay?
it is, man. Actually, it is. It was great.
But
good.
I don't mean this in a way. Just hear me out. I don't mean this in a way that was negative. I mean, I feel like this is a chance for us as a country to start fresh.
Come together.
I think that me moving here was probably the best thing for me. It's so diverse, so multiracial, so many ethnic groups, so many communities bottled up in one community. Maybe it's destiny to be here for some healing. You know what I mean?
right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. What you seen on TV? Yes, there's a lot of anger, frustration. The video is terrible. You know what I mean? There's nothing that should be said about that. We need to change. Period. That needs to end for Black and Brown and any other people of color. But we're doing up here. It's a lot of healing. Like the gangsters that looted, the next day they was helping the people clean up.
Right.
I mean,
I just wish the news would show more of that angle instead of the other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was a day and a day and a night of frustration, but man, actually they had videos of people that were intentionally breaking windows, and they said that they were authority figures, not citizens. So, you know how it goes. I don't know, but just know up here, man, it's healing. Seems like we got a season going. I don't know. What do you guys feel about a second wave? I think kind of putting that on the back burner, thinking the season's going to go.
And Gallo Negro, do you know? Here's the thing. Okay, I don't know if you saw this, but on Monday, the woman who's in charge of basically infectious diseases and the like with the WHO said asymptomatic contamination is very rare. That it's very rare that someone who's asymptomatic passes it to somebody else. Then they walked that back the very next day and said, well, asymptomatic is as much as 40% of the people. And it's like, wait a second. You said yesterday that it was very rare, and now today you say that it's as much as 40%. What the hell is it? Because the thing is, the Gallo Negro, nothing changed. It wasn't like, there was a new study that came out. There was no new study. Nothing changed. One day she says, on Monday, it's asymptomatic. Transfer of the disease is very rare. And then the following day,
I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but I told y'all that parents were going to be making executive decisions about their children's education. And we see what happened with Isaiah Walker and all these kids coming back to Miami with the transfer thing.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I told y'all get ready for 2021, I believe, with Alabama. I don't think we're going to have a season here. I don't think they're going to want to risk cranking up a season and then it's shut down in the middle of January. I just don't see that unless they're paying players or, like with this racial injustice, this election coming up. I mean, it's just so much. It just seems like football is going to be put on the back burner. If you look at MLB, the NBA, I mean, it's a time that I would never have thought I would experience. Right. I actually have no words, fellas, and I would like to hear what y'all got to say about like every sport, you know, all these protests in different countries around the world. I mean, this week I'm mentally just drained.
Yeah.
Not so much as physically drained, just like mentally drained. And I know we need sports, but at the same time, if we had it, we wouldn't be paying attention like we would be. If we had our jobs back, we wouldn't have been paying attention to the injustice like we would be now.
The thing,
whatever side you're on, you know what I mean?
Right.
On top of that, we got a medical pandemic we facing. So,
well, and the thing is, so far, Gallo Negro, so you know, because this I actually read today. I so much stuff is going on. I put a moratorium. I limit myself with how much news I can watch or social media, because if not, it just drives you. You know, it just messes with your mind. But the thing is, we sort of started opening up, and they said that there's 14 states that have increased cases. And obviously you also have the protests going on. Then they said there's 22 states that are decreasing in the number of cases. And then the remaining number, it's been more or less close to the same. So I don't know. I mean, and the thing is, Gallo Negro, to be honest with you, I don't think anybody knows. I think everybody that pretends to know. Now, I will tell you this. I do think football has a different place in this country than the other sports do. Okay, because I'll
agree with you there.
I think football is one that they'll try to make happen, because the football has a place in this country that's so valuable.
Mr. Big Dog, I don't want to cut you off, but I am on Sweetheart. What street? We're on 38th in Chicago at another protest at George Floyd's funeral. I'm about to take some pictures, you know, get out, make a few videos. If you guys want to text me, you know my number, Junior. You know, you can send me yours, and I'll send you some pictures, send you some videos. You know, this is ground zero, and I'd like you guys to see it firsthand and be able to share it with your loved ones. So, you know, this is a part of history. We're about to park and get out, me and my loved one. She's here.
Got you, brother. How you doing?
How's it going? All right. Hey.
You know how we do, man. You know, it's family all the way out, bro.
Hey,
absolutely.
Stay safe, brother. Stay safe, and you and your better half.
You know what? I'm gonna hang up too, but I got one question for you, Junior. I want to know how wifey feels about the Mike Norvell conflict too. With the
she doesn't know about it. I haven't told her about it. but thank you for reminding me, because I will bring it up. I will bring it up.
Hey, God bless y'all, man.
Hey,
God bless. Stay safe.
All right.
Hey, Junior, contact me, brother.
I got you, man. All right.
Yeah, I mean,
great guy, man. Great guy. That's, friend, man.
Yeah, he is. That's the thing is, I do think football is going to be treated differently than the other sports. I do, because football is such an integral part of this country and of people. I mean, think about it, guys. Not just us that are crazy, you know, sports guys. Even guys that couldn't tell you, you know, the difference between a cornerback and a quarterback. Okay.
Whoa.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much, man. Oh, that's awesome.
Hold up. I know it's gonna cover all of us, but I don't really care. Let me take this off. V Canes with a big $50 donation, man.
Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much, V Canes.
He says, huge fan of y'all as an ESPN employee in the stats and information group.
I'd love that job.
To help you out in the future. Stat of the day: Zion had a pressure allow percentage of 6.7%, fourth highest among all offensive linemen in the Power 5. Give me Jalen, LOL, cocaine.
Thank you so much, VK. Wow. Yeah, that's what I was saying. And they said in the total amount of if you put in basically pressures, sacks, and the like, he was the lowest rated offensive lineman in the Power 5.
That's crazy.
And I think the only guy that was close was one of the tackles for Duke. the right tackle for Duke, that he also had allowed. Sacks that were attributed to Zion, I think, were double digits, and he might have been the only one that was double digits. But thank you so much, V. Canes. And yes, absolutely. By the way, I'd love to have your job because I am a stats guy. And I love advanced analytics. And now, mind you, I do think advanced analytics have to be used in combination with your eye test, with what you see. And what happens now in sports is guys are either one or the other. Either, I hate advanced analytics, or advanced analytics is the end all and be all. I think it's a great tool. That combined with your eye test, combined with looking at the right numbers and the right things, I think that's what matters. But I would love that job that he has. That's a great gig. Thank you so much.
Hey, and if you want to get in touch with me and the Big Dog, either on Twitter or on Gmail, and you could email us, man, and we could get work together that way, man. He says also a Bellin grad, Don and Jalen are both hungry and ready. Oh yeah, man. Absolutely.
Yes,
absolutely.
Yes, that I'll tell you what, I'm so excited to see Don Chaney and Rooster, both of them. Yeah. I think what's going to end up happening is I think they're going to use Don Chaney to back up Cam Harris, and then use Rooster as a third down type of back, and then put him on the slot, do some creative things with him. And I'm looking forward to what Rhett Lashlee does with Rooster.
Yeah.
So,
but you guys do good without all my resources.
Oh no, thank you.
Hey, but yeah, that's regardless, man. Thank you so much, V Canes, man, for joining us, for the donation and for the kind words, man. We really do appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
But that's the thing, and I do think that's Jalen's a good friend of yours. Oh yeah, I'll tell you what, I'm excited. And not only that, he's an amazing kid. He's one of these kids that just had. You are talking about Jalen Rivers, correct? V Canes.
Well, he's spelling Jalen like
Jalen Phillips.
Jalen Phillips.
Now Jalen Phillips, I did see how thin he was, and now he looks like a monster again.
I think he was like at 220 or 219 or
yeah. And now he's back up to 260.
264, man. That guy looks like a monster.
With by the way, with the same athleticism and the same closing speed.
Right, exactly.
No, Jalen is scary, man. Thank you, V Canes. Jalen is scary. Yeah, it is Jalen Phillips that he's talking about. Yeah. I'll tell you that's the thing that to me, we have to make sure on every snap we have Rousseau. Take these three: Rousseau, Jalen Phillips, and Quincy Roche. We have to make sure that two of those guys are on the field at every snap.
Oh yeah, 100%.
If I'm Todd Stroud and I'm handling the rotation, that's the way I handle that rotation. Making sure that at least two of those guys are on the field every snap. And every once in a while, I'll put all three of them on in like a NASCAR package. And in long, in passing situations. I'd love to see that.
Yeah.
And I'm not taking anything away from Jafari Harvey, who's a monster.
Right.
So nothing taken away from Jafari Harvey, but I want to see those two of those DNs have to be on the field at every snap.
Oh, 100%. Hey, man, George with a $2 donation, man.
Thank you, George.
Basically giving a shout out to V Canes for helping us out.
Thank you, George. Thank you,
way, man. Thank you so much, man. So yeah, man.
That's a good. Put P Hill's comment up there. That's something that's not talked about enough. Go ahead, read it.
How do y'all feel about the fact that most of the players from Miami played in some type of spread offense in high school to help advance Miami's offense fast? Oh yeah, 100%.
100. That right there, P Hill. That is the least talked about, but most important aspect of what's going on with the spread offense with Rhett Lashlee is that so many of our players, especially all the players from South Florida, basically played in that type of system. And that is invaluable because now you're going to have guys like Mark Pope, guys like even D. Wiggins, Rooster. you're going to have all these guys that are used to playing in that spread. And that's going, when coaches say that they want players, they don't explain it well. When a coach says that they want players to play fast, what they mean by that is that the player's not thinking. He's reacting because he's so properly prepared for what he has to do that he doesn't have to think what his responsibility is. So he can just freely flow and just play. That's what, when coaches mean that they want players to play fast, that's what they're talking about. And the only way you get players to play fast is when they're used to the system. One of my criticisms, and again, he's a young coach, he's learning. One of my criticisms of Blake Baker is that at times he seemed that he didn't turn loose guys, or guys were thinking a little bit too much.
Right.
Okay? That's one of the things that Manny had taken out of the equation by always playing attacking, where Blake takes, he said, now mind you, their philosophies are similar because Blake Baker at the end of the day is a disciple of Manny Diaz. But that's one of the reasons why you want players to play fast. That applies to the offense too. So when you have a group of players now that played in that spread system all through high school, the gain that you get from these guys being able to play fast is going to be exponential. And nobody talks about that. And that's really important.
Yeah.
So
perfectly said. Hey man, I gotta run.
You gotta roll?
Yeah, I gotta go ahead. And the kids I gotta put them to bed and shower. Man, it's actually they eat at 9. Snap, I forgot. They usually eat at 6:30 and then it's like 9:30, but now they eat it's every 3 hours. So, but yeah, man. This was fun. This was fun diving into the offensive line, man. I think what we can do, Big Dog, is, every single live from here on out, maybe break down a position group.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
You know what I'm saying? We did the offensive line today, and we could do the defensive line, and then we could do the line. We could do the linebackers. We could do the corners. I think this was fun, man. I think the chat enjoyed it. I think a lot of people watching enjoyed it, and I definitely enjoyed it because we're inching closer, man. So hopefully, if there is going to be a college football season, it's gonna be here before you know it, man. So yeah, crossing our fingers, man. Thank you, Bergie. Man. Hey, before we go ahead and get out of here, man, thank you so much for everybody that joined us. Those of you that are watching us on Facebook, either on the replay or currently live watching us, please do us a favor and like our page. It'll really help us out, and it'll help grow our Facebook presence and allow us to reach a bigger audience and more people to invite to join the Junior and the Big Dog family. If you guys want to see us over on YouTube, just hit that Learn More button on Facebook, and that'll redirect you directly to our YouTube page where you can subscribe. And for those of you that are on YouTube, if you're new here, hit that like button on your way out, or if you're part of the hashtag Rewatch Squad, hit that like button. Leave any comments that you guys will want to leave, and me and the Big Dog will respond to them, and we'll chat with you guys. Like I said, the Jared Williams breakdown is coming, and I'm gonna do it the same way I did with the Keyshawn Smith, which is going to be a premiere, so me and the Big Dog can interact with you guys as the video goes live. But you obviously will be notified in advance. I'll make sure to put it out there hours in advance so you guys could set your alarm clocks, and so we could watch that video together and break down Jared Williams and talk in the chat, man. So as well, if you're new to the channel, man, hit the notification bell so you get notified anytime me and the Big Dog do go live, or just upload a video. So you get notified when we're gonna premiere this video. How you gonna follow us along on the video if you're not subscribed and if you don't have that notification bell hit? Gotta hit it, baby, so you can go ahead and be up to date with everything that me and the Big Dog do, providing you guys with the best Miami Hurricanes content that we can on YouTube, so, and on Facebook now. So man, I think with that being said, man, hey, can't thank you guys enough, for Will Sky. I'm leaving, man, because I got twins, and I hear them crying in the other room, and I gotta bathe them, I gotta feed them, and I gotta put them to sleep. So yeah, that's why we're leaving now, man. I apologize that this can't go on longer.
We loved it. We loved it.
I wish it could, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, what's up, big dog? You got anything to add before we go ahead and bounce?
No, just that you guys give us great support, and we're so thankful. Please, all of you that are believers, please pray for Orange and Green Blood.
Yes.
For his cousin and for his family. I am a big believer in the power of prayer, and if our Canes fam puts their prayers together, I think it can make a big difference. So please, pray for Orange and Green Blood's cousin and for his family, and all of you, please stay safe. Some unprecedented times that we're going through, and just make sure you keep your loved ones close, and you guys, just everybody stay safe and stay well. And thank you, all of you, for the continued support you always give us. We are blessed.
Absolutely, man. And with that being said, man, as always,
it's all about this you. Have a good night, guys.
Have a good night.
God bless.